The Hoops are back in action again this weekend as we take on Hearts in the Scottish Premiership, the second of our 5 must-win post-split matches. In today's video, we will discuss all the latest in the lead up to the clash, whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. That includes some huge Celtic Champions League news. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. There seems to be a continual debate within the Celtic support at the minute surrounding Adam Idah and whether he should be signed permanently. While he has scored some crucial goals that have bailed the boys out on several occasions this season, there is no denying his overall game could do with some improvements. Celtic News revealed last month that Norwich want north of £6 million for his permanent services, but it remains to be seen what his long-term future looks like. As a result, an alternative option to the Irishman has been suggested. Rotherham manager Steve Evans, who recommended Celtic to sign Matt O'Reilly, has said that Bristol City centre-forward Tommy Conway could cut it in green and white. Conway, who's 21 years old, has scored 12 goals in all competitions for his side this season, 2 of which coming in the FA Cup, as City knocked out Premier League outfit West Ham. A Scotland under-21 internationalist, Conway is pushing for a place in Steve Clarke's senior squad ahead of the Euros. A place on the plane to Germany would further add his credentials, which for a move to Celtic, Evans thinks are coherent. He said, "I see a lot of Celtic. They're the only club other than Rotherham that I'd have had left Stevenage for. And if you're asking me, could Conway play at Celtic? Absolutely. Get in the car and go today, he could play there. The last player I recommended Celtic should sign when I got a call from the manager was the boy who went from MK Dons, Matt O'Reilly, who's now worth multi-millions." If Celtic does go on and win the league title this season, they get automatic qualification to the Champions League in its new format, with more money to play for. According to projections from Football Rankings shared on X, Celtic are expected to be placed in pot 3. This setup would pit them against formidable opponents from each of the other 3 pots. In the revised format, unlike previous years, the Scottish champions would face 2 teams from their own pot, meaning 2 fixtures against McLeod's pot 3, which includes notable teams like Feyenoord, Sporting Lisbon, PSV, Dynamo Zagreb, Lille, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray and Bodo Glimt. Pot 1, dominated by top-tier European clubs, include Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, Inter Milan, RB Leipzig, Dortmund and Barcelona. Pot 2 features strong contenders like Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Juventus, Benfica, Atalanta, Arsenal, Club Brugge, Shakhtar and AC Milan. Pot 4, this may offer slightly more favourable matchups for the Scottish champions, containing teams like AS Monaco, Sparta Praha, Aston Villa, Girona, Bologna and Stuttgart. This restructured Champions League format ensures that Celtic would face a blend of highly challenging and potentially more winnable fixtures. Celtic take on Hearts of Midlothian tomorrow afternoon in a critical match regarding the context of the Scottish Premiership title race. Stephen Naismith's outfit travel across the M8 knowing that a victory would rubber stamp a third place in the table, which would guarantee European group stage football heading into the 2024-25 season. Meanwhile, Celtic know there is little margin for error at Parkhead, and with the opportunity to open a 6-point lead over Rangers, potentially applying pressure to their rivals who face Kilmarnock on Sunday at Ibrox. Brendan Rodgers is expecting a raucous atmosphere on home soil, as he stated following our 2-1 win over Dundee last weekend. "I am really excited about next week against Hearts at Celtic Park. 60,000, the atmosphere will be amazing, the pitch will be amazing, and hopefully we can play a level of football and get another really good result." Dyson Maeda could potentially return to the starting lineup if he recovers fully from his hamstring problem, though we will find out more at Rodgers' press conference later today. In other selection-based observations, veteran winger James Forrest has made a compelling case to start successive matches owing to his excellent brace at Dens Park last Sunday. Forrest's double on Tayside took his tally to 6 goals and 1 assist in 24 appearances this campaign. Meanwhile, his ability to provide an out ball on the flank endlessly troubled Tony Docherty's back line per transfer market. The Scotland international has risen from the periphery to take a leading role in our title push, and former Celtic striker John Hartson is adamant he should take the field against Hearts tomorrow in light of his recent exploits. He explained, "He's coming into a really good form. I think once or twice this season he's come off the bench and made a real impact. Using his experience, getting it out of his feet and using his pace, that rapid turn of pace he's got, getting into the box low or high for someone to come onto and score a goal. His goal was wonderful against Dundee, really good. It broke the deadlock, a little setup from Kyogo, and to have the process of thought to hit it first time and hit a wonderful volley, like a scissor kick volley right into the bottom corner. The keeper had no chance, it was a brilliant goal. I've no doubt that James Forrest, if he gets through this week and he's fit to play, I think he starts again at the weekend, there's no doubt about it. Celtic need cool heads at this stage in the season, and Forrest would have to be heralded as an ideal candidate to fulfil that duty, given the role he has played in 22 major honours ending up at Parkhead. Rodgers has also tended to stick with form players from week to week, which should encourage the 32-year-old that he's done enough to earn a spot in the starting lineup once the team lines are out tomorrow. Celtic fans are gearing up for a busy end to Brendan Rodgers' first full campaign back in charge at Parkhead. With 5 matches of the season remaining, the boys are in promising position with the Scottish Premiership title and Scottish Cup still on the table. Nevertheless, supporters will have the final chance to see their heroes in action once all is said and done, as Celtic legends take on Borussia Dortmund in a charity match organised by the Celtic FC Foundation. Continuing to reinforce the charitable ethos of the club, funds raised from the occasion will go towards food provision in several locations across the UK and Ireland. Dundee Cancer Centre and Ninewells Hospital is also receiving a donation. Several high-profile names such as Scott Brown, Joe Ledley, Charlie Mulgrew, Gary Hooper, Emilio Zagri and iconic former goalkeeper Artur Burlic have all signed up for the event, with more Celtic heroes set to be announced in due course. Kicking off on May 26th at 2 PM, tickets are still widely available for the exciting affair via the club's official website, so why not come down and get involved? In news that will excite the Celtic supporter, Petrov has become the latest star-studded Parkhead favourite to sign up for the exhibition match against Borussia Dortmund. Making 304 appearances for the Hoops, the ex-Bulgaria icon registered 64 goals, 40 assists, alongside playing a major role in 8 trophies heading to Glasgow's East End. Now a regular in the punditry circuit, the 44-year-old has expressed his delight at being able to grace the hallowed turf of Parkhead once again. He stated, "I always say one thing, when you've been part of the Celtic family, either as a player or as a fan, you can never let it go and you always stay a Celtic fan, and this is just the way it is. I'm delighted to be invited back. Having the opportunity to put the Celtic jersey on again in front of the Celtic family is always an honour and a pleasure. This time we'll be playing against a very good Borussia Dortmund team, and I can't wait to see the guys again, put on the jersey and play in front of the fans." Celtic fans, what do you make of what we discussed in today's video? In particular, what do you make of the Champions League format? Let us know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. As always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.